Hello, and welcome back to Queen's Crafts by Bridget. I'm Bridget. Thank you for joining me today. Whether you're new here or you've been around since my very beginning, I truly appreciate you coming by and spending some time with me. If you're looking for me anywhere on the internet, you can find me on Facebook, my Facebook group. You can find me on Instagram, or you can get a hold of me via email, which everything will be linked down in the description box below. I am in the process of creating a new email so that it will match the channel name. I just haven't gotten that far yet. I've been really, really busy on an order, which is just about done. Hopefully, the last piece that I need to complete the order will be in tomorrow's mail, and I'll be able to have that shipped out and on its way to its intended queen before midweek. Very much looking forward to that. I have been doing some spinning, in between bags, and because I did want to participate in the Tour de Fleece with my girlfriend Ray from Ray's Yarn Addiction and Brenda Bear from Bear's Crocheted Critters. Both of these ladies are extremely phenomenal. If you don't know either one of them, please head over and check them out. I will have them linked down in the description box. They spin, they crochet. Ray knits. I'm not sure if Brenda knits. I cannot remember. Guys, my memory is horrible, but you will enjoy both ladies. They are very phenomenal and very, very talented. I was lucky enough to be invited up with wonderful Sam again on Saturdays on her live. So I went up and I I never know if I should if I talk too much or not enough, and I always err on the side of caution and don't want to interrupt people and stuff like that. So if I seem a little quiet, it's not because I'm standoffish. I just don't want to interrupt or be rude to the host when I am on a live. So I was spinning, spinning, spinning. I started off working on the yarn that will be the king's half of our the colors I'm using for our hand fasting or our knot tying ceremony, as it's otherwise known. I finished that spin up. I was doing a two ply, well, I was plying it up when the live started, and I finished that up. This is how it turned out. Absolutely gorgeous. I have not washed this yet. I was waiting to show you guys. But isn't that beautiful? I love the steely, and it really does have little tinges of blue in the gray. Very, very pretty. And then this is how close I got to being even. This is a little three ply of the same yarn because one bobbin was not completely empty. And I really am enjoying doing this rather than throwing away those little bits. Eventually, I will put this in to some sort of project. I do have something in mind, but that will be around Christmas time that we will be doing that. Or as I celebrate, or the King and I celebrate, we do Yule. So I will be opening up an Advent and having some fun with that. And now, when I finished plying that one, I threw this bin back on the wheel. I was getting a little frustrated with it. I've never intentionally spun the more art yarns. This one, however, was doing it naturally, where it was getting, there was big clumps that just no matter what I did, they just would not draft. And I believe this yarn had some silk in it, and silk is good for doing that. But I am absolutely in love with the way it turned out. I'm not really generally a thick to, I like thick to thin, like roving type yarns, but I don't know. With the hand spun, I prefer personally the smooth, uniform yarn that like more like this. This is my style of yarn. This is what I like to work with. This is what I like to spin. I like to try to get it as even as possible. Now, it's not perfect by any means. It's made by human hands, so that is impossible. But it's fairly, consistent. Where this one, however, let you look at it before I completely dismantle it, is very squirrely and all over the place and thick and thin. And But I was happy that it did this because I know there are quite a few people, and there's one person in particular that I'm thinking of that really enjoys yarns that do stuff like this. So I figured it as a practice for if I ever am blessed with the ability to spin for that particular lady. She has expressed interest in my yarn, but we have not finalized anything yet. So I will wait and see. Now I'm going to get these washed and thwacked. And I believe I'm going to do some weaving with this one if someone doesn't go, hey, I love it, I have to have it. Now that is something, if you're newer here, you might not know. I do not advertise my yarn for sale. However, if there is one that you see and you want, I can be persuaded to part with it. No problem. It's not, I did not set out to spin to make money or to sell it. However, if I can sell one here and there, and that means I can buy more fiber, that's all better for me. So, like I said, if there's ever one that you like, obviously this one wouldn't be available, but I could get this fiber again if you really like it, and I could spin you up one in your liking. Now, this big order I've been telling you about was posed with a little bit of an interesting problem. Well, not problem per se. When she made her order, which was a phenomenal way to do so. Seriously, I wish I could patent this lady, and whew, awesome. It made my job so much easier. She actually went on to my Facebook group and she took a screenshot of each fabric that she wanted. And next to each fabric that she wanted, she typed out what it was with that fabric that she wanted. Now, usually, customer gets what customer wants. However, I'm not able to make cake cozies out of cotton fabric. And some of the things she wanted was cake cozies, and all the fabric I had was cotton fabric. I needed something more stretchy, like a knit or like a spandex type fabric. And so I talked to her about this, and I said, well, I can either go out and search and search and search and try to find something similar, or I can design a new bag. So, well, all that to say, I designed a new bag. Introducing the the Royal Cake Sack. Sorry, I had my own name wrong for a moment there. Isn't that bottom cute? Isn't that bottom cute? I love it. It reminds me of like a nurse's hat, or there's a really pretty sea star there. Awesome. Drawstring. So you could potentially take just this and go on your way. Or you can put this inside your project bag and keep your cake nice and safe. Work directly out of the top. Don't worry about kitties getting in there, puppies getting in there, doing their little puppy things and kitty things. That's a Karen Big Cake in there. Those are 10.5 ounces. I'll show you. Here we go. 10.5 ounces, 300 grams. That is awesome. So, now we have the Royal Cake Sack. So, if you need yourself something to keep your cake nice and safe and hopefully not barfing all over the place, but you don't have a cake cozy big enough, I can always make you a cake sack too. All right, everybody. I've taken up enough of your time for today. I am in the middle of filming another video for you. It might take me a few days to get that one out because I just started a spin and it is going to be a spinning video. Just a reminder that any video that contains spinning information from the 1st of July until the end of July is eligible to be chosen as the random video, and one person from that random video will be chosen for a giveaway of a hand spun yarn. Now, if you have issue with animal fibers, I'm sorry, I don't spin cotton. I do have some silk, but that's going to be for some blend that I'm doing. I'm not interested in spinning silk on its own. So this will be a animal fiber product. Sorry. Um, However, I guess if you did win, we could work something out and I could send you some big box yarn. If you absolutely cannot have animal fiber, like I said, not necessarily this video, but it could be. So comment away and we'll see you next time. Until then, keep crafting your happiness and bye for now.